A moment that tests your grit as a player or as a coach?
Yeah, I mean there's moments that test my grit and my as a player and as a coach every day. Especially growing up in Detroit. I can remember one time when I was in high school and we were playing at Murray Wright, and you know that was a pretty imposing place to play, and I was having a real good game, and I was hot, and the ball went into the bleachers, and I went after the ball in the bleachers and went out in the Murray Wright section,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
before I was able to get back on the court, I don't think anybody else saw it, but one of the Murray Wright fans pulled out a knife and stuck it to my side and told me don't hit another jump shot.
Oh shit.
So that's something that I kind of story that kind of comes back to my mind. It's kind of funny just reflecting on it, but
Oh my.
that happened at Murray Wright.
Oh my God. Well, I got another question for you. Did you go off? Did you did you go off after that?
You know what? I remember continuing to play well, man. I remember continuing to have a good game that day at Murray Wright.
Woo-wee. Dang. I'd have been like, I would have got to go tell my dad or something like that. Oh my God, that's some grit. That's some great stuff right there, Coach. You must have been really cooking them.
I mean that's why coaches were flocking from nationwide to come get Detroit kids. Detroit kids were tough, worldly, and that's a story that I reflect on as a positive story. Not
Facts.
not as a negative story. That's where we came from, and that's what it created, man. It created some monsters.
Ooh-wee. That was a good one right there, Coach. So if we were to look at old game footage of you, what would we see? Would we see the hustle, the flash, the leadership, or would we see all three?
I think you'll see all three. I was a player that later became a coach. A friend of mine, Anderson Hunt, who played at Southwestern and UNLV, ran across one of my friends that I went to in college out in Las Vegas because they both live in Las Vegas. And Anderson Hunt told my friend that he knew back in the 80s that I would be a coach,
Mm.
and no one had ever said that before, so that kind of made me reflect on, maybe what type of kid or player I was for somebody to say that, and
Mm.
that was his assessment. He said, I knew way back then that Steve would be a coach one day.
Damn, that's,
Yep, so I
that's
take that as a compliment.
that's from your peers too. Hell yeah, that's definitely a compliment. So oh wow. So I was gonna say that. So I know you said that he knew you were going